It is the kind of news no parent ever wants to hear. Your child diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah, but for one community, this disease is striking the children at an alarming rate, to say the least. ABC 6 News anchor Laura Lee joins us in studio with this special report.
6 children from one community diagnosed with cancer in a 2-year time span. The families wonder if there's a link between them. Meet the families from Kasson, Manorville as they attempt to find answers. 13-year-old Nathan Braun loves to play football with his brothers. But 2 years ago, this tough little kid suffered the biggest blow of his life off the field.
Nathan was starting to feel, he was very lethargic. He had a cough and a cold. We had taken him in. They said it was just a viral thing, come back in a few weeks.
Not even a week later, he was diagnosed in July of 2009 with acute lymphoid leukemia.
I was scared. I was more in shock. And then, like, how are we going to do this? How are we going to survive this? How is he going to survive this? It's not a fun thing to go through.
Nor was it something Nathan and his family could truly grasp as cancer found its way into their family.
We had been here 7 years when he was diagnosed, and up to that point, I really hadn't heard of any children with cancer in this area.
Across town, 11-year-old Jackie Carranza loves to sing and dance and laugh.
I mean, you could be a block away here, giggling, smiling, and it just make you laugh, bring a smile to your face.
But that bubbly spirit was shattered when she too was diagnosed with acute lymphoid leukemia in July of 2010. Jackie is one of 5 children, and she's the only daughter.
It's hard.
Down the road, 7-year-old Natalie Swanson loves to ride her bike. But underneath that smile is a sick little girl.
I think our hearts both just sink because now you're that family that has the child with cancer. So it was very difficult for her to be diagnosed with cancer.
Natalie also has leukemia. She was diagnosed in March of 2011. Typical days mean no appetite, hardly any school, and regular trips to the ER.
I've taken care of patients for a long time, and so now I get to nurse my own daughter.
And shortly after Natalie, 2 more kids from the Kasson Manorville area were diagnosed with cancer, Autumn Heidemann and Austin Hosfeld.
I think every time we hear someone new who's been diagnosed, your heart drops because you think, oh, is something bad going to happen? Are they going to survive this?
So everybody is kind of almost like second guessing, okay, what's wrong with my child now? Could it be leukemia also, or could it be cancer also?
You know, makes you wonder what's going on.
Since ABC 6 started investigating, yet another child has been diagnosed. 2nd grader Wyatt Boynton Dino with a brain tumor. In a matter of 2 years, 6 children from the Kasson Manorville area were diagnosed with cancer.
If this rate continues, I definitely believe that further investigation should be done.
Most of the families are now in the recovery process, or the children are in what's medically known as the maintenance phase of cancer. But it was too late for Jackie Carranza.
I watched her die in front of me, sitting right next to her, and I watched her take her last breath of air, and it's hard. I don't know how long I'll take before I can actually get through this, but
Salvador Carranza, her older brother, was the only match for a donor.
I'm scared of needles. I told her, I said, well, we'll do whatever I can. If it's got to do it 3 or 4 times, I said, I'm there to do it.
Jackie died after failed bone marrow and stem cell transplants last year.
That was her only chance she had. Her only chance. And
his comment to me later that night was, you know, I couldn't even live up to my name. My name means savior, and I couldn't even save my sister. And it broke my heart. I know that Jackie did not blame him.
Why couldn't she be as lucky as me?
I don't want to see anybody else go through what his family has gone through.
It's a fear the other 5 families live with every day.
What's in town? What's wrong? Why are all these kids getting sick?
One of the million questions these parents share, and ones we begin to try to answer with the help of doctors and researchers. That's coming up tomorrow in part 2 of our series. In studio, Laura Lee, ABC 6 News.
Hard to swallow, but we do know that a lot of people are praying for those families, and there have been a lot of different community events to try to raise money for the families as well. It is very hard to hear.
Very difficult.